Friends, we are back. We got another Fallen Heroes banner, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bad boy. The Fallen Heroes banners are always hype as hell. So hopefully this one is no exception. All right, we are starting things off with Veyle by the looks of it. Okay, so, oh my god. Those are some big horns there. So Veyle is going to be a colorless tome infantry type. Interesting. I wonder what other Fallen heroes are going to be on here. Because usually when they do Fallen banners, it's not like one game. It's usually spread across multiple games. Okay, we got a lot going on here from Veyle by the... Oh, her stats as well are visible here. So we've got 40 HP, 69 attack, 16 speed, 24 defense, 55 res. Jesus Christ, you think that's enough res? Is that not the highest base res I think I've seen ever? Unless she's got, like, something crazy giving her, like, raw bonuses to res. Child's Might here, 14 Might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. For allies in 2 spaces of unit, reduce damage from attacks by 30% during allies' combat, excluding AoEs. If unit initiates combat or foe's range is 2, inflicts attack and res -6 on the foe, inflicts a penalty on foe's attack and res equal to 20% of unit's res at the start of combat. Reduce damage from attacks by 30%. Grants special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. And also, if unit's res is better than foe's res +10 during combat, unit attacks twice. Oh, she has brave attacking too? Dude, okay. I mean, let's see some more before we come to a conclusion. Alright, we have Iceberg here for the special. Crystalline Water. What is this, a split for Stillwater already? Like, is Stillwater not super meta right now? Grants attack and res up 8 and defense -8. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, neutralizes panic and any penalties to units attack and res that take effect on unit at this time. Wow, we're doing this now? So we're getting passives that just have built-in King Freyr? Well, it's not fully King Freyr, right? It only neutralizes panic, which is relevant because the Spring Mirabilis does that, and I believe also Hortensia does that. So being able to remove panic is pretty good at the start of turn. Also neutralizes red debuffs to attack and res at that time. So let's say the enemy had, I don't know, attack res ploy 3, and they hit you with that, you would neutralize at least the red status debuffs, but you're still getting hit by the ploy and the exposure. Alright, once again, she has attack and res tempo. And then we have Fell Successor here, so unique C skill. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, inflicts attack and res -5 on the foe during combat. And also, if unit's res is better than the foe's res +5, and if foe's attack can trigger foe's special. Inflicts special cooldown count +1 on the foe before foe's first attack. And also, if foe's range is 2, inflicts additional special cooldown count +1 on the foe before foe's first follow-up. Okay, so she's got double scowl, basically, which is obviously pretty good. Alright, also grants attack, defense, and res of 4 to allies in 2 spaces of unit in their combat. And for allies in 2 spaces of unit, if this unit's res is higher than the ally's foe's res +5 at the start of combat. And if foe's attack can trigger foe's special, then you inflict scowl on them before their first attack. And also, if their range is 2, then you inflict additional scowl. So you just get double scowl support. Literally, it's just Mythic Veyle, but better and blessable. Okay, with a brave attack, too. I mean, her weapon isn't, like, that crazy. It's solid enough. The 20% res debuff to enemies' attack and res is pretty good. That's a cool attack animation, too, by the way. I mean, Hiei eats your heart out. There's the real Dragon of the Darkness Flame. Okay, we have... Ursula again, man? How many times do they use Ursula? Why? Like, why? What is so special about Ursula? I don't understand. And we can't get Nergal? Like, literally, Nergal is not even in the game. Meanwhile, we've had, like, 10 copies of Ursula for unexplicable reasons. Well, I mean, I say unexplicable. There are 2 reasons right there. But, okay, she is a Blue Tome Cavalry type. Whatever. I like the book she's holding there. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at this. All of the Black Fang members are right there. Where is Nergal? Or like Brendan Reed would be awesome too. Fallen Brendan Reed. Can you imagine that? Like how badass that would be? But no, it's just Ursula again. Alright, sorry to Ursula fans if I'm pissing you off, but I mean, I gotta air them out for just shoehorning waifus. 40 HP, we're getting blue bonuses from somewhere. I can't figure out where at the moment, so 71 attack, 61 speed, 9 defense, 19 res. She has some form of life and death there. It looks like another split variant, so we got Stillwater 5 and life and death 5 essentially on this banner. Okay, Dead Crow Tome, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. At the start of turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants special cooldown count -1 to unit, and grants attack and speed up 6, and desperation to unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Oh, that's pretty raw. Getting desperation as a start of turn buff to allies in 2 spaces. So you don't have to, like, rely on Firestorm Dance to get it. Alright, also, if unit's HP is full at the start of turn, grants an additional -1 cooldown count. So she's an AoE spammer, essentially, which is good. Okay, also, at the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and speed up 6 to unit. Grants a bonus to unit's attack and speed equal to 20% of unit's speed at the start of combat. Also deals damage equal to 20% of unit's speed. Getting both is pretty sick. Like, usually it's only one or the other. It's never both. Like, this is both. Which is new. We've never seen that. Also neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks. And also, if unit's HP is full at the start of combat, nullifies guard as well. Okay, alright, then we got Blazing Thunder, Verge of Death, attack and speed up 8, and then inflicts defense and res -8. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, neutralizes panic and any penalties to attack and speed that take place at that time. This is a little better on life and death, I would say, than Stillwater, because... Actually, is it? I mean, it makes little difference, because if you're running AoEs, you're running one or the other. Either life and death or... Stillwater, so you just want to get the raw attack bonus. But when you're neutralizing panic and you have an AoE, that's pretty sick. And then you're also neutralizing red debuffs to attack, because your raw attack stat is what matters for the AoE, and this is giving you a lot of protection from that. Alright, then we have Speed and Res Far Trace 4 and Def Res Smoke there for her kit. Okay. Alright, again, pretty awesome attack animation there. That was awesome. Look at all those black crows coming out. That was really cool. Okay. Forget I said anything. Forget my little rant there about how Ursula got into the game, because Big Daddy is finally here. The very first villain ever. Final boss material. I don't even know what took this guy so long. Now all we need is Athos and we are good. So, Nergal. This has been a long time coming, to say the least. He is a green tome infantry type. Alright, what was the name of his tome again? Eresh Giggle or something like that. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, he is a 40 HP having, 65 attack having, 22 speed having, 39 defense, and 43 res having infantry tome. I don't know why I said it that way, but okay. Alright, here we go. Eresh Giggle, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. At the start of turn, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack up 6 and essence drain to unit and allies in 2 spaces of unit for that turn. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be like the quintessence that he's stealing from people. Okay, at the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, inflicts attack and res -6 on the foe. Inflicts a penalty on foe's attack and res equal to 20% of unit's res at the start of combat. Deals damage equal to the number of bonus effects active on unit times 5, with a max of 25. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is the reason why they had to release Mythic Thor, because they were about to do this shit right here. Alright, also reduces damage by value equal to number of bonus effects active on unit times 3, excluding stat bonuses with a max of 15. So he gets a flat 15 DR? What the hell? Also, if units attack and trigger unit special, grants special cooldown count minus X to unit before unit's first attack during combat, where X is the number of bonus effects active, excluding stat bonuses with a max of 3. So he pre-charges his own specials. He's got a ton of flat DR. He's getting a ton of flat damage. Then he's got res-based attack and res. He's doing a status support here. What is Essence Drain? Okay, so after combat, if unit attacked, grants any bonus effects active on target and foes in 2 spaces of target to unit and allies with the Essence Drain effect. Oh, wow, that's pretty interesting. And neutralizes any bonus active on target and foes in 2 spaces of target. Bro, you know what you do with this guy? You give his ass Miracle, because he's pre-charging that shit, right? Like, when he attacks, he's getting -3. If he's got 3 active bonuses, you can basically pre-charge Miracle, hit something, and then he's like forced to live with Miracle, and then you just steal all of these bonuses and give them to your allies. That's what I'm thinking. For like Aether Raid's defense, you want to run this guy with all of that shit. Yeah, that's going to be pretty funky. Some fun times await. Alright, also after combat, if foe was defeated in combat, recovers 10 HP to unit and allies with Essence Drain. I don't think that's going to be like super relevant, but okay. I mean, Nergal is cooking. Alright, he's got Glacies, he's got Close Bonus Doubler, which is nice because the other guy that had this was kind of booty. Well, I don't want to say that. He's basically just a pedestrian Caden Lindy. But, I mean, it's nice to get this on somebody else. Alright, then he's got also Special Spiral 4, which... that seems completely irrelevant with the way that his weapon works. They should have gave this guy Lagoo's Friend, actually. If I'm being honest, they should have gave him Lagoo's Friend. Okay, and then he's got Defense and Res Oath 4 there. Yeah, bro, like, what you can stack with this guy, because his weapon is not giving him flat DR, or pierceable DR. It's giving him non-pierceable DR. And then his res is probably going to be thick as hell. So, yeah, here's another Lagoo's Friend unit to add to the bucket list. Alright, there's his attack animation. Very nostalgic attack animation there. And then here we see him stealing all the bonuses and giving them to his allies there. Pretty interesting effect there. I do like the way they designed him. Alright, and finally, our rearmed hero of this batch. Who is it going to be? Oh, wow. Okay, so it's going to be Fallen Lumera, presumably from the... what was it, chapter 25 or 26? I can't remember. The penultimate chapter of Engage, basically. Okay, so she is going to be a Red Tome infantry, or not Red Tome, Red Dragon infantry type. Oh, I would have thought she would have had that sword. What was it called again? The one from that chapter where you fight her? What was it called? Like Willy Glands or something like that, right? Alright, whatever. She's got 36 HP. She's got 57 attack, 45 speed. 26 defense, and then 45 res. Arcane Fellstone. So another Arcane Dragon Tome, or Dragon Stone, which is interesting. Oh, she sets up stone tiles? Oh my god. Alright, so Arcane Fellstone, 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants a bonus to units' attack speed, defense, and res equal to 25% of foe's attack. At the start of combat, -4, with a max of 14 and a min of 5. Yeah, remember when all of the arcane weapons just did all stats of 5? How about now they're going to start doing all stats of 14? Is that okay? Is everyone okay with that? Alright, reduce damage from foe's first attack by 40%. That includes the brave hit of the enemy. Also grants special cooldown charge +1 per attack. And also, if unit speed is better than foe's speed, neutralizes effects that guarantee foe's follow-ups and prevent units' follow-ups. Okay, so we got null follow-up, we got special acceleration, we got brave attack DR, and then we got essentially all stats of 14. And the -1 special trigger and adaptive damage. Basically, it's just Arcane Devourer, except in Dragon Stone form, and then also with better stats. So I guess this is pretty good. Alright, then we got Iceberg, we got Speed and Res Scal 4. Actually, not a bad combination for Scowl. Speed and res, we'll definitely take that. All right, then she's got Counter Roar as well, which is pretty good. I think only Brave Corrin has this at the moment, so it's nice to get another source of it. Also on a arcane hero that can duplicate it. All right, and then we have Corrupted Dragon as her C skill here. So after unit acts, if Kanto triggers or after Kanto applies, Divine Vein Stone to spaces in 5 rows and 5 columns centered on unit for 1 turn. Grants all stats of 4 to allies in 5 rows and 5 columns centered on unit, and neutralizes effects that inflict guard on those allies. Okay. Also, if there is an ally in 5 rows and 5 columns centered on unit, grants all stats of 4 to unit and neutralizes guard on unit during combat. And also, when unit's special triggers, neutralizes foes' reduced damage by X% effects from foes' non-special skills. So she gets DR Piercing also. Yeah, it's pretty good. What would have been really good is if the support also included the DR Piercing, but I guess that's why we have Legendary Camilla. Alright, Fallen Mommy. Mommy Wami. Attacking Bat Mommy there. Dude, Lumera's dragon is like the least intimidating looking dragon ever. Like, how are you supposed to be afraid of that? I guess the point is not to be afraid of it, right? Oh, Henriette is making a return to the story. That's pretty good. Maybe we'll figure out what her backstory is here. Or what her secret power is. Alright, they're not telling us who the Grand Hero battle is. I'm going to assume it's probably someone from FE7. It could be someone from Engage as well, I guess. But, I don't know. I'll go with someone from FE7. Maybe another Fallen Black Fang character or something. Okay, so the banner is dropping in 2 resets from now. So, actually, after this banner, I'm pretty sure after this trailer, we're going to get the data mines as well, because that was in the update notification. So, we're going to get the refines in probably within an hour from now, or if it's not already live. And then we're also going to get the stats and, like, all that stuff, inheritance restrictions for these new characters that we just took a look at. You also get double sparks on the banner too, which is nice, because there is a rearmed hero on here, and honestly, all these characters seem pretty good. I think the one I'm most interested in is Nergal, but like, I can see value in pretty much all of them. I think Veyle is just like an upgraded version of the Mythic Veyle, so she's definitely going to be good as a supporter. And the only thing is that she doesn't grant the Resonant Shield support anymore and Resonant Blades. I did like that about her, but I mean, you take what you can get when it comes to that. I'll take the double Scowl over Resonant Blades and Resonant Shields. And then I think Ursula is probably the dud here, even though she still seems pretty good, right? Like, I can't say she's a dud. She's going to be doing a lot of damage. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Are you going to be pulling on this Fallen Heroes banner? And I will catch you guys again in just a little bit when we get the data mines.